Hi guys, so in this tutorial I'll be showing you how you can make a very simple number guessing game. Okay, so this tutorial is in Python, but this game can be actually made in many languages like Java, C++ and JavaScript. I'm sure there is something which can be done in all of these languages. Alright, so you can refer to the solution and the basic concept or the situation of the task that I'm going to do so that it's easy for you to get the logic and try to implement in your own programming language. So let's quickly jump into the output that we will be getting in the end. Yeah, so I'll just write Python and the name of the file, which is game in my case. So it says guess a number between the given range. So I'll write 6 and that's luckily correct answer. Okay, let's try our luck again. Okay, let's try it again. Okay, so I won once and lost twice. So let's just quickly see how we can actually make this game using Python. So guys, the prerequisites for this game is just that you should be knowing what comparison operators are and variables concept as well as the conditional statements. Okay, so like that is if else condition. So that's all that you need to know for this game. Now imagine the situation. That situation is something like I have a friend Tony Stark, okay, and he asked me that he has chosen a number between 1 and 10 and he asked me to guess the number that he has chosen. All right, so let us imagine that he chose 8 and I am Sehaj and I guess the number 7. Okay, so the situation is very simple that if I guess the number correctly, okay, then I won the game, whereas if I guess it incorrectly, then I lose the game. So very simple situation. And what do we really need to do? Hit the subscribe button, guys. We simply need to compare the values, which is of Tony and Sehaj. Okay, if they both are equal, then obviously Sehaj won because he guessed it correctly. So I'll simply print the same thing. Sehaj won. He guessed the number correctly. Okay, and what if I lose the game? Like I guess the number incorrectly basically. So I'll write an else statement for that and I'll write Sehaj lost because he guessed it incorrectly. Okay, so a very simple situation, right? And in let's just imagine that we don't have a friend Tony Stark, we are a bit of a loner and we want to create a game such that the Python itself or the computer itself or you can call artificial intelligence itself chooses the number between the given range 1 and 10 and asks us to guess the number. Okay, so we are kind of creating a very basic artificial intelligence. And what is artificial intelligence really? It's something that mimics the human behavior or does the task which a human can also do, right? So we will be going to create a very basic artificial intelligence. So for that we actually need to import a Python package which is pre-installed, pre-given by Python. You don't need to explicitly install it. The package name is random and we got to use a function of random called randint. Okay, so we have to use this, and in the parenthesis of randint you basically provide two numbers which define the range of the number. Okay, so if I write 1 comma 10, so this part of line of code will randomly choose any number between the given range, that is 1 and 10 in this case, and return us with the value. Okay, so let me for now just comment the previous code and print this random value so that it's more clear for you all. So this time it chose 7. If I okay, by chance 7 again. Now this time it chose 8, now 3, now 2. So basically there is no order, it is randomly selecting the numbers. So this time it guessed it 4. So what we are going to do is now that we are going to uncomment the previous code and assign this random thing to the variable AI. Okay, because this part of code is actually randomly guessing any number between the given range, right? And we are actually going to take the input from the user, okay, and storing it in the variable sah. Now you can name the variable to anything else also, like you can name it to yourself, or you can give it a name as player also. So let me give it a name player. Now I'll be taking an input, enter the guessed number between given range. Okay, and since input takes everything as a string, so we will put it into the parentheses of integer so that the string number gets converted into an integer, so that we can easily compare the value which is randomly chosen by the AI and the number given by us, the guess number basically. And we will obviously have to replace these variables here. Now we are good to go, and simply let's just run the program. All right, let's see, a 6, so I lost the game. Let's run it again. I guess it's a hat trick incoming. All right, so there we go. It's a hat trick of losing the game. So I hope you win the game when you write this whole code, and please let me know in the comment section that if you were able to, win the game. And if you have any doubt, any query, just write it in the chat section, or I'll be providing a link to you as well in the description, so you can contact me there as well. So it's a very simple game which basically converts a real life situation, not a very relatable real life situation, but you get the idea that I basically wanted to create an intuitive approach in you, that you can convert a simple real life situation into a simple game using Python or any programming language basically. And thanks for watching the guys, and if you want to watch more videos like this which is more of application based rather than just learning the syntaxes etc., so please subscribe my channel guys. Thanks.